This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Cousins. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Tyus Bowser in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On play action, Cousins. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating, You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 13 carries, 75 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
To throw again, Schwartz. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw, Cousins. They're able to locate Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Adams. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So the two sides will make the long walk to the other end of the field. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. On the toss, this is Adams. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It's fielded at the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception.
Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll begin here with Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Schwartz. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The give is to Bell. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Wilson has it. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, Cousins. It's caught, Shepard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards there and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First down, here's Cousins. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Here we go now. 3-19.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Go get him. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Danny.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
51 Mike. Mike 51. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Schwartz. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. Catch made right side by Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Right back to him on 1st down. And now running right through it. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go now.
Off the bootleg. Schwartz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
1st down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll try the left side. Adams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the run. Stay open. Stay open. Black 99 Philly, here we go. 53 for Mike.
On 2nd down now, Adams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. And he connects with Ebron. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Set. Green.
He's going to get it running right. Oh, and now and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. A little 360. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you
The hell do you want, Butch?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10
Finish
out
up
near
in that,
midfield.
What's the
50 in the Browns territory.
What's that?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Cool.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball
Definitely
for a
expecting to have more people than we did Sunday.
Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Onto that message, but
yeah, no.
It is.
It's 3rd and 4.
Hello, Jack Bags.
Whoa, rude.
The linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
What are we getting into? DJ very pink.
Cousins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the
I did all right.
40-yard line.
I only cleared the floor about 3 times.
With a big-time sack
Getting
on
better.
3rd down. And it'll be
Yep.
a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive
Clear
tackle.
the floor. At least you got Joe dancing for you.
Often the DTs have that type of easy access.
Always.
Never bought the
Always. He knows the jams. The jams I throw on are fucking jams. It's just these kids want to hear Old Town Road.
Oh, yeah.
Locked into a really good groove right
Like
now.
Baby
I
Shark.
don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn
Oh,
anywhere
yeah.
for a stop defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it.
Score's getting on in 5 minuets.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You got to
here.
really well.
Right here. Reading the text,
They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they
Overwatch update.
Call it a gain of
You
4
never know with
to lead
you.
with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's true.
Well, if you're a
Very
football
true.
guy, that's a pretty run because
know.
everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space.
Who are you playing Battlefield with?
Just the one from last night.
Or
To throw on 3rd down, Schwartz.
Damn.
Here's one, but incomplete. Before the game,
how many more minuets do you have in your football game?
effectively as we could have possibly
1 quarter.
imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
It's gonna go quick. I'm just running. What are you gonna do? We can do 5-man hockey? Get Butch a game in before we go to FIFA?
I'm down.
When's Zach get one?
Buccos are still playing, I believe. Actually, it might be over
And the
now.
Lions
Let's
will
see.
take over. The 4th down run.
Chris Archer is
successful.
pitching, so
Now
there's
they
probably
look to
30
pay it
runs
off on
scored.
1st down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's early. He'll be getting on probably 11:30.
Good.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some.
There's snow on the ground out here.
They've got to get the ball
That's
in his
fucking
hands
great.
somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Oh, Brady. I think Brady will play FIFA too.
The Rockies tweeted
Yeah, FIFA.
Six-man hockey.
Coors Field and said this is fine.
He
can play hockey.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And
Ryan.
he brought down losing yardage back at the
6-man.
A loss of a yard and it brings
Yeah,
up
6
third.
picks.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got
Joe, you never got that 3-2 game, huh?
Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
The what?
Oh, he'll field it in
The
the end
Crew
zone.
2.
A very good return there.
Yeah, I got it.
Give him an even 20
You got it?
yards. And the Browns
Yep.
will take over 1st and 10.
You like it at all?
Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I haven't played it enough.
Last go around, they really couldn't get anything going.
What I did play, I like.
Means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a
I
little
have
more
a
consistency.
20% off
Move
Ubisoft
the ball at
coupon.
least a few times on offense. Get a couple
I'll
of
take it.
first downs, and hopefully flip
Cruise,
the field.
man. Just been
And just
cruising
something
around.
to build off of. That's what
Cruising
they're looking
around.
for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
Yeah, I'll
when they're
buy you a
open,
coupon.
those big defensive linemen will take the
buy
bait
the
and
game,
move
Brett.
laterally and open up a crease.
I think I have it.
Didn't happen on that play.
The Crew 2?
Yeah, I think I have it.
Really?
And he is met in his tracks.
Yeah, wasn't another free game
No.
1 month? What
No.
about that?
The Browns
Yeah, that was
have
human
down.
fall flat that
They've
you're
converted
thinking
just
of.
2 for 6 thus far.
Oh.
This is 3rd and 9.
We played a demo of it, or a beta.
Now a carry here for
Oh.
Orleans
I don't think I played it.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
He does. I
That'll
think
make
he
it
has it
4th
for.
down after a loss of
I thought I had it. I don't know. I thought I had something. Just Cause. That is that one? Just Cause 2? Oh, Cruise the racing game. No, thank you. I don't want that.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they
I'm
didn't
not
have
racing.
time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This cause is pretty fun.
Personal
I
foul.
like it.
Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, because it's crazy. That's the best part about it.
Can you
We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the
think so.
flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
When does that come out?
A first down throw for Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard.
Okay,
He's able to
guy.
get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Oh, my God. We're going to get our ass
Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is
So
emboldened in the secondary.
you are probably earning 80 soft
They just
points.
play better and better.
And for 180 soft points, you can
Wow, what a
get
catch
20% off.
there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 6 yards is
I
the
probably got a
pickup,
million
and that'll leave you
points
with
with all
third
the
down.
Rainbow
They should've
Six
got
I
more out
played.
of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because
Check
that's
into it,
exactly
but
what
I
I
think
was
they do
thinking.
expire.
Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That's going to be complete to his tight end.
Order.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done.
Yeah.
And they did.
Right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just
Yikes.
Who was released last June?
You got the big lead defensively.
Not long ago.
Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
Last June?
After the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
I think I bought it when it was like
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Nice hit.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At a boy. At a boy.
Talk about
There we
having
go.
to read defenses.
Call it a comeback.
Complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent
I have all 3 uncharted.
I don't know about that.
Never
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to
All
go.
4,
Without
all
a doubt,
4
because he's
uncharted.
right in your sight line, or
Great
he's
game.
near you.
Good
So you're
game.
able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space,
I
it's usually
agree.
a good matchup for him.
There we go. I buy 2 mini games.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. This will be
I
caught
start with uncharted one.
What?
inside
Oh.
the 5 at the 4.
What did you
Fortnite
just
sitting
buy?
on my hard drive. I'm
Pick
gonna
up, and it leads to a first and goal.
But it's tough to be a defender
Don't do
in
that.
today's NFL because there's
Let's
so many
stop.
things to account for in
What did I
today's
just buy?
passing game,
Days Gone?
including the back sneak
No.
to the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center eligible
Sekiro?
stuff. But still, a
No.
lot of guys to account for.
Ace Combat.
So that'll back him up
Dauntless.
5.
That was it.
Costly.
Dauntless,
Moves
that
him
was
back to the
free. I
9
just
now,
downloaded
first and goal.
Oh, was it?
$3.
Free.
I love them freedom units.
They'll run it down the gun. And he'll take this from a 9 down to about the 7.
Gang
Every team we
beasts.
ever talk to that continues
No,
to win
what a
the
waste.
game, even when they haven't had much success,
I've
all
made
talks
some
about
dumbass
attrition, don't
purchases
they?
like
They
that
keep
one
running,
and
eventually good things are likely to happen.
H1Z1.
It's
What
been
did
a
we
hard
pay? What did
go
we
in
pay
this
for
game
gang
today,
beasts?
hasn't it?
This defense, they met pretty much every challenge.
Probably around that.
They're still trying to
That's fucking crap. I spend that.
Okay,
on my,
money bags.
I spend that on my lunch every day.
I lose that in my couch every
Lions are
day.
able to cut into this lead. On those
Ooh, let me
slants,
finish
everything
Spider-Man.
happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route.
Monster Hunter
About
World.
3
That
steps before
fucking
you go on the
game's way
slant.
over my head.
In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the score. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
H1Z1, yeah,
I
that was
know we
it.
brought analytics into the
I-
game.
I
and
just
I just
said-
wanna say
You guys bought that. That was free, right?
teams expecting
That was
it
free.
onside
You guys
kick 80% of the time.
bought
The
something
team
for it.
expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
You guys
There we go.
bought it or something.
Sweet, sweet gun camo. You guys were all jealous of for about a week. Anything that makes Butch jealous, well, worth it.
Throwing to start the drive. Schwartz. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 38.
Need Chim to get root tootin'.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
Two Cowboy shooting.
He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He'll get it up the middle.
Corey, you can beat Butch in a hand of poker and then leave the table and take his money.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've never done that in real life, so I'd like to do it.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
The score was a big deal. I spent $17 on King Beast.
17.
That's how much it was? Oh,
that's too much.
That ain't chump change no more. Yeah, that's what I spent on hockey.
Nah, you didn't pay that much for it, did you?
$17.99. Yeah.
All right. Well,
this year?
Yeah. I don't ever buy the hockey game, so it's $17.99.
I thought you bought it a lot earlier than that.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal
probably
unit here.
$17.99
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Really?
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the
I spent $18 on Overcooked 2 and $6
Well
on
worth it.
Fall Flat. So
Well worth it.
I think you add up those 3 games, that's a deal.
I want to cook.
32, $33 for those 3 games.
Money.
We can
get
pinch
back
some
in
more
the game.
pennies. We can pinch more
I just don't
pennies.
I don't like the controls. I thought it was going to be exactly like Fall Flat.
Yeah, it's not UFC. Expect it to be UFC.
No, I just thought that the buttons would be the same as Fall Flat, and they're not.
Nope, it's character for fun.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'm not too interested in getting back into it either, but I feel like we would be able to get better at it.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Figure it out a little bit more. There are the buttons. There is a method to it. I just don't know what it is.
Just shy of the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they
Is
have
it?
a chance to win this
Yeah,
game.
it's been horrendous the whole time.
First down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second.
Can I get rid of Overwatch?
No.
No?
Oh. Chip and I still play it.
I had it downloaded for a week. It was free at the end of last month.
Chip and I. Corey and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Jim.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines.
It's sad that I call you
On 1st and 10.
by your FIFA name. If I lost touch with all reality.
But not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain.
Oh,
13 yards
God.
that time, and another
I'm your
first
cousin
down.
Jim.
If you run that route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Not today.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
Oh.
That hurt. The ball just stalled there. I was actually thinking about buying I don't know why I have an urge to play baseball, but
Yeah, I keep getting an urge every time I'm listening to a baseball game. Like on the way home.
Farm Simulator. Double discount.
There's a Farm Together game that I was talking about before.
yeah, I'm not farming.
I'll do it. Yeah, Butch. Jim, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I don't think it's that expensive. You basically go around, plant stuff, and pick it, and
What's it called?
farm together.
I'm definitely starting a marijuana.
Farm that has it. You would have to basically say, okay, this crop is marijuana, even if it's not called that.
Farm together. Oh, it's 20 bucks. Let's go.
How much I'm going near that?
You buying it? I'll buy it right now.
So let me watch the video.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is caught now.
Watch the video.
So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure
Is it like a
but it certainly felt like it. They had the
Something my
touchdown
wife
they
would
needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5.
Go around and back there.
Load up some NHL.
And if you have that 1 to 5, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to slide.
Fix your internet.
Me.
Yeah, you know, doesn't feel right. Exactly.
And that's why you have your hands
Chin.
out there on the field. Those are the best guys
Chin,
ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed
It's
well.
Kaboom
It
Candy
wasn't a
weekend.
bad
You guys
kick. It wasn't
excited?
anything like that, just that
Yeah.
the normal outcome actually came
I'm
to
real
play.
fucking pumped.
Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of
The
getting
animals.
the ball
Oh,
to
I'm
the
seeing.
team kicking it in
Oh, I'm
onside
seeing tractor shenanigans. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Am I gonna? Oh my God! I'm gonna turn it.
I'm getting a farmer's heart on.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Yep.
Just a couple on the
Fishing.
pick up there, and now it's
Get for
third
the
down.
animals.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee
I
there?
think you can build like a house and decorate
We've
it.
seen it happen in the game of football.